Good morning, everybody. I am so glad to be back. Thank you for being patient with me. This video is long overdue. So let's get right to it. How do I get my day started? With coffee, of course. Often I will skip breakfast, but I will not skip my morning cup of joe. Otherwise, I'll be a crazy mess. Excuse me as I grab some filtered water to put in my coffee maker. Now, some of you might want to read me for filth for looking like Grandpa from Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, but this robe is comfortable, and it'll cover me in case of an instant emergency, i.e. earthquakes. If you know, you know. Anyway, back to breakfast. I love a hearty pot of oatmeal, and I like to get it started with water and almond milk. We definitely need the old-fashioned oats. Lots of fiber and lowers cholesterol. Just sprinkle that all into your pot and season it with a pinch of salt. Simmer for 4 minutes. Okay, my oats are soft, but not fully ready. Add in some brown sugar, in my case, coconut palm sugar, along with a healthy amount of cinnamon. Stir the pot just a little bit. I like to grate a noticeable amount of fresh nutmeg. Nutmeg is not the lead singer in this case, but an exceptional background. Stir the pot again and let the oatmeal thicken. As that's going, I'll prep my add-ons and toppings. I usually opt in for apples because of its natural sweetness and nutritional content, especially for the fiber. Just give your apple a quick chop and place it into your oatmeal. It's giving me apple pie in the fall vibes. Make the oatmeal as thick or as thin as you like it. Next, let's slice up a banana, which is not getting cooked. Last but not least, grab a handful of walnuts. Walnuts are rich in omega-3 fats, protein, and yes, fiber. Definitely add nuts to your diet. Let's serve up our hearty oatmeal in this bowl. Now, you may not believe me, but I literally had these dishes since college, and I never had a need to replace them. Let's top it off with our sliced banana and our chopped walnuts. And if you like your oatmeal on the sweeter side, then it's totally okay to drizzle a little maple syrup right on top. And don't forget about that coffee. Serve just how I like myself, bold and black. Yes, this meal can be considered basic, but when you have a busy day and you don't want to wash so many dishes in the morning, then this will do. This oatmeal literally reminds me of apple pie, but much healthier. It will keep me full while I complete all these errands, work on small projects, and a little exercise. Okay, lunch is kind of a toss-up. I usually order out or make a small snack. By the way, am I the only one who takes out bread this way? Anyway, whenever I do go out for lunch, I often order from a local Black or Asian-owned restaurant, especially during this pandemic. Please support your local restaurants. This statement might take away some or all of my credibility, but PB&J is my favorite sandwich. Period. I never grew out of it. The only thing that might have changed was the way I made it. By the way, do you prefer grape or strawberry jam? I love strawberry or even apricot with a passion. If you were to meet me for the first time, you might assume that I only like the finest options in life. Don't get me wrong, I like nice things, but intention and purpose has a lasting impression, especially as I've gotten wiser. Also, I learned not to care as much about what people think about me, which is so liberating. Apparently, if you cut your sandwich on the diagonal, the sandwich tastes better. I can totally agree with that. Along with my PB&J, I usually pair it with a fruit, such as apple or clementines. And if I'm extra hungry, then I'll have a serving of plain yogurt with honey and cinnamon. Yes, very simple but effective. Plus, I'm left with very few dishes to wash, which is my least favorite house chore, especially when you don't have a dishwasher. But I can't leave you hanging with just a PB&J. That would be wrong. So let's move on to dinner. For dinner, I am in the mood for pasta. So let's fill our pot with water and bring it to a boil. While that's boiling, let's prep our aromatics. I love garlic in pasta. Plus, garlic is so good for you. Most grandmas would tell you that. Okay, I wouldn't consider tomatoes as aromatics, but it's a wonderful addition. Cut the tomatoes into bite-sized pieces and put aside. Next come the bell pepper. Chop and then put aside. Now let's prep our shrimp. I intentionally prep my vegetables before handling any meat and seafood. Nobody wants cross-contaminated food. No, sir. Just peel and devein your shrimp and put aside. Also, you can save the shells to make shrimp stock. Totally worth it. Okay, let's absorb all the excess water from our shrimp, like so, and let's pour in some olive oil. You can wear gloves for the next step. Please season your shrimp. I have seasoning salt, garlic powder, onion powder, Old Bay seasoning, Cayenne pepper, cumin, paprika, Italian seasoning, salt, and black pepper. Let this marinate. Okay, my water has boiled, so let's jazz it up with some Norse chicken bouillon. Thank you, Stovetop Kisses, for this tip. Let the water simmer for 10 minutes. While that's going, let's sear our shrimp. Butter and olive oil? Check. Medium-high heat? Check. Seasoned shrimp? Triple check. I wish you could hear that sizzle. It is wonderful. Sear for 2 minutes on one side and 1 minute on the other. Remove the shrimp from the skillet, put aside, and let's build our sauce. Add more butter, unsalted please. Add your green bell pepper and garlic. Saute until tender. Toss in some sun-dried tomatoes if you are bougie like that. Pour in some heavy cream. Scrape the skillet and season the sauce. You know, seasoning salt, garlic powder, onion powder, bay seasoning, cayenne pepper, Italian seasoning, paprika, salt, and black pepper. Similar to the shrimp, basically season how you like it. After 6 to 7 minutes, your cream should look thick, like me. Pause for a moment. Okay, back to the pasta water. I have some penne pasta ready to go. Dump in the contents and cook until al dente. Back to the sauce. Let's grate about 3 to 4 ounces of Gruyère cheese, which has the ideal melting quality. Don't forget to add some lemon to cut the richness. Be mindful of temperature and acids. You don't want your sauce to break. Just heat your sauce on medium-low. Add your Gruyère cheese gradually, plus a little hot sauce for heat. Check on your pasta, save some pasta water just in case, and drain the rest. Now just bring everything together. Add your shrimp first just to heat it through. Next comes the pasta. I'm like already drooling. You can only imagine my restraint right now. Make sure that cream sauce covers all of that pasta. Fettuccine or spaghetti works splendidly here too. Add your sliced tomato, top with fresh basil, and serve. To keep it all honest here, I wouldn't eat a heavy meal like this without a simple side salad. Topped with some Primal Kitchen Caesar dressing, not sponsored. I just love the pure ingredient list. Time to eat. And yes, it is that damn good. Thank you for the love and support. But it's been a long day, so let's just shut this down. Please like, subscribe, share my video, also follow me on Instagram. Until next time, ciao.